Newton Crouch Incorporated presents technical tips.
Hey there, I'm Mathis with TeeJet Technologies. We're going to be calibrating a TASC 6300 injection pump system. I'd like for you to know that there's a user guide for the console and there's a user guide for the actual injection pump, both very valuable. The console has an on-off switch, an operate setup mode, and an increase-decrease switch here. And then the display selector has a chemical side for the injection pumps, and the carrier is the main water source. So we're going to be calibrating two injection pumps on the back of the truck. And the way you do that is we go to the chemical side and chemical applied, and then designate which pump we're going to be calibrating. We've already calibrated pump 1, so I'm going to activate pump 2, and that's the pump we're going to calibrate. Now the default number in the console is 150, but when we refer to our user guide, in the user guide here, we actually have different tubes that we can use, and we actually have a green injection pump tube back there installed, and the 3/8 inch green tube, the TASC console starting calibration number is supposed to be 110. So we would be much closer to being accurate if we went on ahead and adjusted this number to 110 to represent the green 3/8 inch injection pump tube that we're going to be using. If you hold your decrease switch down, the longer you hold it, the faster it gets, so just be patient. We'll get down to 110 very shortly here. Okay, went a little farther, so need to go back up to 110. Now understand, this is just a starting number. We'll see how accurate it is by doing an actual catch test. So we'll leave it in the setup mode, and we'll actually go back and collect a volume, but we want to make darn sure there's no volume in the operate mode. And there happens to be 0.6 of an ounce already accumulated, so we need to zero that out before we do any catch with our injection pump. So we'll go to the setup mode, there's our 110, and we're going to go back to the injection pump now and collect a volume. Okay, we know by the installation, this is injection pump number 1. We've already calibrated it. Injection pump number 2 is what we're working on right now. Now the very first thing you need to make sure, this tube must be lubricated, or else if you run an injection pump, I'm going to turn this valve off so we don't lose any product. If this roller rubs against this tube without any lubrication, it'll actually just wear a hole in it. So we don't want to do that, do we? So the best thing to do is get your lubrication that comes with the pump. Add some lubrication to the entire tube. That way, when the rollers roll on it, oh, let's see, I just lost a washer. That would be critical. We would have a leak if we had lost that washer there, so need to put that back in. Pull our occlusion strap down. Latch it tight. Okay. Our calibration valve here is in the off position. When it's pointed this way, we're coming down to collect out of a calibration port here. Once we're calibrated, when we want to direct the volume to the injection point, that's how you would change it there. But for right now, we need to collect it through our little tube here. And this button at the top is how you get it started. Alright, so notice nothing's coming out. Now why would that be so? Alright, so it's just now starting to deliver. So what just happened is there was no chemical between the tank and the injection point. So all the volume that just got counted on the counter up front is of no value to us. So we're going to pause. I'm going to zero out the counter so that we can restart. Okay, we just zeroed out 11.4 ounces on the counter that represented us moving product from the tank through the hose down to the injection point. So now that that's zeroed out, we're ready to restart. What we're actually doing is collecting a known volume and comparing this known volume to the counter in the cab. If they agree, we're calibrated. If it doesn't agree, we have to make some adjustments to the calibration number and get it to agree with the actual catch that we've done here in the calibration jug. Collect as much as you can, the more the merrier. That should be a sufficient amount. Now a lot of times you get a lot of error just putting it on an unlevel surface. So this is an unlevel surface, so I'm going to have to improvise here just a little bit. And I'm reading approximately 52 ounces. And it might even be just a little shy of 52 ounces. We'll say 52. We'll go and compare what we just caught up here on the counter. Okay, to determine how much we collected, you change from setup mode to operate mode, and notice we collected 52.8 ounces. So that's very close for a default calibration number, but I can actually make this say exactly 52 if that's what we wanted it to say. Now, it won't take but just a small adjustment, but I can go back down to setup and reduce this 110 by a few numbers here. Ah, I got lucky. It says 52 right on the nose here, and I just guessed by reducing it from 110 down to 108.3, and it came up with 52 ounces. It would be smart, now that I've change that number, to actually do the test again, and if I came up, let's say I caught 46 ounces and I came to the cab and saw that the counter said the same volume, we'd be calibrating. And that's how it's done.
Technical assistance is available online 24/7 on our YouTube channel or our website, newtoncrouch.com. You can call us at 800-241-1350 Monday to Friday and speak with a real person. No recorded messages. Our knowledgeable staff will be glad to assist you. Proudly made in America, a family-owned business since 1940, Newton Crouch.